Looks like Kaitlin's winning based on the number of poop girl emojis. So, Kaitlin Bennett, this video is entitled, College Libs Chase Kaitlin Bennett Off Campus, even though she has her private... Remember a while back she did that video where she's like, this is my private security. They're so awesome. They have guns. Try and F with me, liberals. You're gonna get shot by my security guards. But apparently this video from today is College Libs Chase Kaitlin Bennett Off Campus. So what's the point of the security then if you're just going to be scared and run away anyway? Seems kind of pointless, but okay. We're obviously not going to watch this whole video. It's an hour, but we'll watch little bits. And I want to see the part where she gets chased off, because that's fun.
Go home, Kaitlin!
I love this immediately.
Go home, Kaitlin! Kick her out! Kick her out! Kick her out! Kick her out! Kick her out!
If you ever find yourself in a situation where people are chanting in unison that you should go away, maybe reconsider what you're doing. This isn't 100% of the case, because shitbags also can chant in unison, but it should at least trigger some self-reflection, right? How did I wind up in this situation?
They hate the police, yet they're asking the police to kick me off campus.
Yeah, I can dislike the police and still recognize that they're the only recourse we have in society. This is equal to the argument that's like, aha, you dislike capitalism, yet you are using an iPhone. Haha, checkmate. Yeah, we can dislike systems while still understanding that we need to function within those systems and navigate them in such a way as to change them from within, right? Like, if I go and live in the cabin in the woods and subsist off of nothing and I don't, like, partake in capitalism whatsoever, I'm not gonna have any effective change on said system, right? Okay.
I got you. You're good. Secure that building.
Oh my god, she looks so scared.
Secure that building right there. Secure that one.
Back him up, back him up, back him up. Right here.
This is amazing, and I love it. Can we chase all the Nazis away collectively as a society like this? I think they've gotten too bold in the last 4 years. I think they think that they're like starting like, we're gonna rise again. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a bunch of weeds that pop up every once in a while and you need to be fucking ripped out.
Yeah, we're gonna hold with him. Let's go.
Justin, you're in there with her.
On a level of 1 to 10 of how ridiculous this is, I'm at a 20.
Kaitlin, people hate you because you're awful. That's why. That's why this is happening. Anyone can say, someone might say you deserve this or whatever. I don't know. I think it's a complicated situation. But I think it's fair to say if you throw rocks at a wasp nest, then why am I gonna feel bad for you when you get stung? You know what I mean?
Guys, don't forget to go libertyhangout.tv. Watch all of this footage. There's so much. We're just going to let it all loose on libertyhangout.tv so you guys can see what's going on.
Why does she post these videos? Does she think this makes her look good and other people look unreasonable? Because it doesn't. This is just amazing. This is the best.
Appreciate you talking to me. I really do appreciate it. If there's anything else you would like me to...
Do not approach. Do not approach.
Get off of him!
Do not. Do not.
She needs to wear a mask! Wear a mask or get off campus!
Oh yeah, they're not wearing masks either, and people are mad about that. Of course they are.
No, you're approaching her aggressively, sir.
Ma'am, would you like this toilet paper? Wear a mask. She has one. Anyways.
I want to mention that a lot of these people are feminists or liberals. They're out here super cool leftists. They claim my body, my choice.
She's gonna do the stupid argument. They claim my body, my choice. So why can't I openly infect others with my disease? Checkmate, liberals. You guys, this has been covered about 1,000,001 times. You know this is a bad argument. Why continue to propagate it?
Yet they're mad. Holy crap, wait. There's a social distancing gathering limit here on campus. There's more than 12 people gathered. What are you guys doing? You're killing people out here. Everybody's going to die. There's more than 12 people out here. There's a policy on campus that students cannot gather in groups more than 12. Yet they're out here. Look at this.
Look at all these people I caused to form an angry mob around me. Interesting argument.
You guys are putting lives in danger. You're putting lives in danger. You're putting this black person's life in danger. What's wrong with you? You're gathering.
The person that you hired who's choosing not to wear a mask? Right.
Above the limit. Aren't they? They're gathering above the limit.
Conversation. That's all they're doing. They're shutting down conversation. They're scared of truth.
I'm just trying to come out here and talk to people about what's going on. Yeah. Yes, what a freaking alpha male. Yes.
I had COVID. I'm not scared of it, man.
Yeah, well, don't give it to me.
No.
Kaitlin, you're so close to having some self-awareness there. Oh, well, I had COVID. Oh, well, don't give it to me. Oh, should he be taking precautions and wearing a mask, and maybe you should be wearing one too? You stupid, stupid woman.
Isn't it funny that there's a gathering limit on campus? They will follow their own policies to protect people on campus, yet they berate me for not choosing to do something with my body?
Hey, you're by your choice, you know?
So they want to kick me off.
But it's not your body. If you're at your home, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But you are endangering others, right? You are endangering other people by spreading disease potentially by not wearing a mask.
Nope, not happening today.
You're not a clown, you're the entire circus.
That was brave and cute. Okay, why are you violating the order? So I have free speech, I can say, but I'm saying a lot of statements that are true. Of social distancing. No, you're not. You are not allowed to gather more than 12 people.
Interesting. She put on a mask at this point. I wonder if she got intimidated into doing it or what.
I am now. Your policies on this game, I'm sorry for touching you. Your policies on your campus is that there are no more than 12 people allowed to gather in one space.
Listen,
you guys are not following that.
We didn't have a party. Like, we didn't choose, like, oh, we're all gonna
This is a gathering.
But this is caused by you. You're the reason we're all gathered here.
I'm the reason that you...
Yes. Yes. That's the answer, Kaitlin.
You can't social distance?
Well,
I'm that much of a threat that you guys can't...
Yes. Leave.
Follow your own policies? Why are we moving?
Yes. On to another. We scouted it out yesterday. Hold on, wait.
Why are we moving?
We move it to the new location.
Okay. Oh. We are moving to a new location. This is crazy. She just asked for his badge number because he told her to back up. So, if your ideology and your side has to have the police escort a 5'4" little 120-pound blonde girl to
You have 4 armed guards with you, lady. What are you talking about?
a a different location.
And obviously the police are there to escort you, not the other way around. Are you stupid? The police are protecting you from the crowd, not the crowd from you. You get that, right?
Campus because you're so loud, you're so intolerable, you're so aggressive and dangerous in your behavior.
She's like shook. She is shaken by this. She is not talking with the same like smug arrogance she normally does. Like, you can tell there's like wavering in her voice. Like, I think this genuinely scared her. I hope every college she shows up to for the rest of her life treats her like this. And she just gives up at some point. It's hilarious.
You might not have the best ideas. If ideas have to be presented with force.
If angry mobs show up when you come to talk to people on campus, have you considered that your ideas are bad? Just curious. You know how much work it takes to get young people into an angry mob? You basically have to shoot an innocent person if you're a cop, or just be the most abhorrent person possible, especially during COVID, which people actually take seriously when they're younger for some reason, despite the fact that it's higher risk to older people. Like, do you know how awful of a human being you have to be to get, like, dozens and dozens of college students to show up and just scream at you until you leave?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
The queen of right-wing simps. Yup. Claire the Egg, if ideas need to be presented with force, has 4 armed guards.
You are already losing. There is a ban.
You're already losing, guys. Security, let's get out of here. Sure sounds like you're winning, Kaitlin. Sounds like you're winning.
There is a policy ban campus-wide on 12 people gathering in a spot at the same time. These people, there's at least 200 of them.
We'll put her back to the right here.
You want this way, this way. That's an entrance to everything.
Yeah, I've just been talking to people. However, these students have been drowning out conversations I've had with black students.
I think that's the entire point. The entire point is to make it so this is a waste of your time and you stop doing it.
And Mexican.
Hi, how you doing?
Did you say you're not involved with
I'm
them?
not involved with this mob thinking. I think
Oh, yeah,
you're...
we already talked to you.
Yeah, I talked to you, yeah. I think you have a right to be here. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's kind of ironic that everyone's yelling for you to wear a mask, or they were, when they are not social distancing. I thought that was kind of funny.
It is a little funny. They're putting everybody at risk, aren't they?
They are putting everyone at risk.
The concern trolling is hilarious. Because Kaitlin doesn't care about this. She wasn't even wearing a mask earlier. This guy doesn't care about this. What he cares about is trying to be like, I'm worried about these people. This is literally what the right is talking about when they say like, oh, you're virtue signaling. That's what Kaitlin and this guy are doing. They're pretending to care about something when they don't. I don't like the term virtue signaling, though. I'd call it more concern trolling in the case of this. Stephen J. Neptune, man with 15 bits. Kaitlin, these students are exercising their freedom of speech, just like you. Yup.
Would you mind if we got a selfie real quick?
I don't do selfies.
Okay.
But I'll take the selfie.
That's kind of weird. I wonder why that's her policy.
Thank you very much. I'll welcome you back when you come back.
Do you a favor if you guys can finish up at 2:30 and be done with it. You gotta cover your nose, man. It's gotta be.
Are they going to be able to stop coming
Okay.
more than 12?
Listen to me. I can't do that. They're not listening, okay? So you guys have to be reasonable, please. I'm asking you.
The cops are like, come on. Stop.
It's been so reasonable.
I know. But listen, I'm asking you please to leave by 2:30.
I'm not leaving.
Kaitlin, Blue Lives Matter, except right now, I guess. Because I'm going to yell at the cops. A cab, am I right, Kaitlin?
I don't have to leave.
This is becoming
I do not. I'm not responsible for their behavior.
But you are right now because they're here because you're
I'm
here.
not. But that is, I am not responsible for their behavior. I didn't.
It's almost like in the real world, you can't hide behind, like, some weird philosophical, like, well, I'm here, but it's their fault. They're mad that I'm here. Well, no, Kaitlin, you're here and you're basically inciting a riot. Like, I understand that you don't feel that way, but that is nonetheless, consequentially, exactly what is happening. And the cops don't deal in, like, philosophical, oh, whatever. Cops don't do anything except be like, fuck, I don't want to be here all day. Go home at 2:30, Kaitlin.
Ask them to
I'm
do
asking you for a favor. You're not going to do it.
Logarth with 10 bets. I'll take inciting a riot for $100, Alex. Yeah. And I'm not responsible for the consequences of my actions. Yeah.
You're not going to leave.
Why do I have to?
Because look at the crowd. Nobody will socially distance because they're so passionate about being here. If somebody is positive in this crowd,
That's their
they could be
opinion.
spreading
To push back. You guys have the ability to push back. Why are we not pushing back? Like, we need
I'm trying to work it out reasonably, okay? I don't want the cops to start pushing the crowd back. That's not what I want.
we had a group.
We have dogs and cats.
What's going on?
I'm asking you guys a favor.
Caitlin's guards are literally like, why aren't you beating the protesters like you're supposed to?
Okay, you're not gonna do that.
I have done everything you've asked, every favor. I put the mask on. I moved to a different location. I'm not responsible for their
Please listen to me,
behavior.
okay? Now that this is impacting the university's health and safety of all these students, okay, we're gonna get close where I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave and then trespass you.
Because of their behavior.
Yes.
I'm not responsible for their behavior.
Yes, you are, Kaitlin. If you take an action and it causes consequences, you are responsible for that. And I understand that you don't like that. And you're like, well, I didn't tell them to come and yell at me. Kaitlin, you're an awful person. You're a provocateur. It's literally your job. So when you show up at a college campus and you know people hate you, this is the understandable, foreseeable consequences of your actions. And that is on you. Right? Like, it would be like, what if I went into a crowd and I was like, I don't know, let's put it on a smaller scale. Let's say I'm an 80s summer camp comedy, right? And I don't know, I'm the main character. No, the main character wouldn't do this. The side character, and their name is like Boner or something, and they go, food fight, and throw a pie, and then the rest of the camp does a food fight. And they're like, well, I didn't make everyone else do a food fight. I'm not responsible for their actions. That's not how, like, consequences work. You incited this, Kaitlin. Bumble Homestead's 2 bits, starts a bison stampede, gets run over, shocked Pikachu face.
Responsible right now because they're here because you're here.
I am not here.
Caitlin, please. I'm trying to be reasonable with you.
I did everything you asked me to do. I put him
Except leave.
mask on.
I'm asking you to leave and you're not leaving.
I'm not leaving because I have a right to be here. I am not responsible.
Can you imagine being so comfortable, like, and thinking that you're so safe around a cop that you think you can yell in their face and argue with them about whether or not you should leave a location? Like, I'm white. And even I would be like, all right, like, I'm doing whatever a cop tells me, and if they do something illegal, that's something to deal with, like, in a court of law later. Who disagrees and argues with a cop? That's really, really stupid. That's a good way to get shot. Kaitlin won't get shot because she's like a white woman. Like, of course she's not going to get shot, especially if she's wearing, like, a Trump mask. Logarth, oh my god, she thinks this makes her look good? Yeah, I think so. She consistently puts out material that shows her to be awful, and I don't know if she realizes it. It's like she thinks this makes her look good, but it doesn't. It makes her look like a jackass.
Responsible for their behavior.
Listen to me. But, Caitlin, please.
That is not fair.
Because they're here because you're here.
You know why things are happening in this country? Because police won't stand up to these people.
Let me talk to you about something, okay? Are you kidding me? We are protecting your right to do this right now. Okay?
You're asking me to leave, protect my rights, and hold them responsible.
You're not listening to me. Somebody could be sick in this crowd right now, okay?
Yep.
And I don't like that idea.
Me neither.
Because we want the university to continue to run as an organization, okay?
Yep.
So I'm just asking you, please, if you and your team would leave, then we're going to have to trespass you. And if you violate the trespass, then it's a criminal thing. Okay? This is not safe.
It's like she's so shocked. It's like she's amazed the cops aren't on her side 100%. It's so amazing This is the best shot I didn't expect it to be this good. Like, I hadn't watched this video prior to clicking on it for this stream. I didn't realize the cops were gonna be like, Kaitlin, you need to leave. This is the best. This has made my day, and I'm not even kidding.
Given the current conditions of this pandemic going around.
This isn't my responsibility.
I want all the rights, but no responsibilities. Have you graduated to big girl pants yet, Kaitlin? Doesn't seem like it. Right-wing whining and pooping your pants. Name a more iconic duo.
I walked away. I walked away.
You didn't walk away, we changed locations.
So if someone rapes a girl because she was there at a party, is he not responsible? He is held responsible. It is.
It's a bad analogy, Kaitlin.
It is, because I am not asking these students to do this.
You have the ability to make this end right now.
You have the ability to make this end.
No, we don't. They're
Enforce
not
the
policy.
policy.
Right? If you guys leave, right, then nothing has to happen. We don't have to push people back. The cops don't have to come in here and push people away.
No, you're not going to blame me. You're not going to blame me and hold me responsible for this.
You won't hold me responsible for my own actions. Sandil, thanks for your 3-month subscription streak. What have you entered into? The greatest video we've ever watched on Chud Watch. Kaitlin Bennett being run out of town.
What would make people leave is if you enforced it.
Are you guys going to leave?
If I don't leave, are you going to handcuff me?
We are going to trespass you if you don't leave.
And then I'll get handcuffed.
I don't know yet. Okay? I don't...
Based on the way you're talking to them, yeah, they probably will, and that would have been amazing, quite frankly. I want to see the video where Kaitlin Bennett gets arrested for not listening to the cops, and then meanwhile we'll go to another video where she's talking about like anyone who's been shot by the police. The funny thing is, and she's used this argument before too, she's like, why don't you just comply with the police? They won't shoot you if you comply. And here she is arguing with a cop to his face. It's almost like it's never been about compliance with these people, and it's always been about, I'm white, and therefore the cops will do what I say, and you're black, so you need to do what the cops say, because they work for me. They make it pretty blatant. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
I don't want to do that. I'm begging with you for you guys to leave, please. We've allowed you to do this for a few hours, okay?
You know what's going on in this country?
We've been helping you every step of the way, okay? I think it's time that if you just think about it, we would like this crowd to disperse, and the best way for that to happen is for you guys to leave.
They even let her do this for like a couple hours. Like, I think it's pretty clear at this point. You've had your say, you got to talk to some people, you got to make a scene. Congratulations, Kaitlin, you did it. You made an angry mob. Now leave. Shylock with a bit. Zero when a cop puts his hands on his hips and says, I don't know yet. When you ask if they're going to arrest you, you're going to have a bad day. Yeah. Catalina Gearbox with $5. Have you seen the Crowder video where is goes to a trans teen's job and harasses him over things he said on Facebook? Oh, he goes to like a trans teen's job and harasses them? That's stupid. That does sound like something Crowder would do, though.
The best way for that to happen is to hold them responsible for their actions. I'm not doing anything to make them do this.
Doesn't she bother people on campus all the time? I don't know if it's the same one. Ohio University. Her first college visit since Ohio. Oh no, first college visit. I'm reading real well today. In her first college visit since Ohio University last winter, Kaitlin was chased off campus by libs at University of Central Florida. She goes to different colleges, so I don't know if she's been to this one before.
Tell me how you would like for us to push all these people back right now, okay?
What?
Tell me how you'd like for us to do that with the limited number of police resources we have.
I am not a police officer. You guys figure that out. That's your job.
I've just figured it out. If you guys leave, they will disperse.
I am not going to be victim blamed. I am not going to sit here and be told this is my fault. I am not going to fall victim to that
Kaitlin,
victimhood mentality.
I thought that you'd be a reasonable person and help me out.
I am reasonable. Yes, I am. I'm completely...
At this point, you should be like, all right, 2:30 or else we're arresting you for trespassing. Period. End of story. You've tried to talk about this enough. Thank you, Bell Bendigo for following. Welcome to the stream.
Reasonable. Because I put the mask on. I moved where they wanted me to move. These people aren't following their orders. That's not my fault. I'm not holders. Get over here. You agree?
Yes, ma'am. Fully.
So, do you think I should have to leave because these people won't follow policy?
No, it's a public campus. You have the right to be here. These people...
Apparently not. The cops disagree.
It's the jobs,
Let's see the part where she actually gets thrown out.
Kisses for the psychos. What are you thinking?
She sounds like a sovereign citizen a little bit.
I mean, you got every right to be here.
Except she's trying to weaponize the cops against people.
I'm responsible for their violence. I have done everything they've asked. I put on this. I moved the first time. I'm moving the second time. I'm not moving again. If I get off this campus, it's going to be in handcuffs.
We already saw at the beginning you, like, run away, so... Why include the part where you're like, I'm not gonna leave if you edited this and you know you're gonna leave? I almost feel like whoever's the... Maybe Kaitlin Bennett doesn't edit these videos. Maybe she hands all the footage over to an editor who's a secret, like, liberal or leftist and is like, I'm gonna make Kaitlin look like shit. If so, they're doing a great job.
This is why we have the issue we have in our country. The police victimize people who are victims of mob brutality. If the police would do their jobs, we wouldn't have this issue, but we do because they know they can get away with it. Our country has been burning for 100 days. And you know why? Because the police won't do anything. They're told to stand down by Democratic cities and Democratic mayors. If they did their job, they would know they couldn't get away with this, but they don't. That's why we're here in this country. Do not give them an inch. Do not leave your campuses. Do not do what they want you to do. I will not be a victim of their mob brutality. I will not leave this campus. Let's just walk around campus.
Yeah, let's just walk.
We're just gonna walk. JR. There. So these kids have been in quarantine for 6 months. We're just gonna go on a walk around campus. If I'm walking, I can't be responsible for them standing around, so let's go. Let's go on a walk.
I hope you got corona and died for not wearing the right mask.
Say that again?
I hope you get corona and die for not wearing the right mask.
Awesome. All right, let's keep moving. All right. If you ask the cops, I'm responsible for that death threat because I'm here.
You're afraid, you're a
Coward! Someone screaming coward at her.
Get that skateboard away from me. Guys, don't forget to go libertyhangout.tv. Watch all of this footage. There's so much. We're just going to let it all loose on libertyhangout.tv so you guys can see what's going on.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Let's talk about where we're at now, okay?
I assume the cop's like, you need to leave right now.
I'm walking, so I'm not standing somewhere for them to gather.
What's that?
I can't be responsible for them gathering if I'm walking
I
around.
understand that.
I'm trying to leave.
What's your
I can't
plan?
go back to my vehicle.
Where's your vehicle?
In that moment, she changed tactic and was like, oh, the cop's really getting on me. I'm not just walking around, even though I just said I was. I'm going back to my vehicle. I thought you weren't gonna leave, Kaitlin.
Just tell me where it is.
It's in my garage.
Someone just said, how did shitting yourself feel? No, this isn't in Ohio. This is in Florida, not Ohio. The description talked about Ohio because Ohio, one of the university in Ohio is the previous university she went to. This is in Central Florida, University of Central Florida.
What's your plan now? You want to stop? You want to keep walking? You want to keep walking?
No KKK, no fascist USA! No KKK, no fascist USA!
Is this the first time Kaitlin's realized how outnumbered she is? Like, does she have delusional fantasies? Because, like, Liberty Hangout is like pro-monarchy. I'm not kidding. They literally tweeted once, democracy is a soft form of communism. Like, they want straight up fascist government. They want like a monarchy or a dictatorship. Did she just realize this day, like, oh, if we tried to do that, 99% of people would kill us? We are not just a minority. We are like barely existent as a group. Oh no. Did she think secretly the university was going to be full of people who back her, and instead you have like hundreds of people showing up who hate her and like 2 who are like, I like you?
They're saying 12, the police. They have the police here to try to get me off campus. This is probably the 12th time
The police are independently getting you off campus because they understand you're inciting a riot. What's up?
I finished the application for that certification program.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
Good job.
Thank you.
Kaitlin Bennett's getting run out of town, and it's hilarious. This is the best video she's ever put up.
I know. I've been like listening to it while I've been submitting the application.
I have documented their hypocrisy and their contradictions and the hate.
So at my university, there's a graduate certification in community engagement and outreach, I think. And my major professor suggested that I apply because I'm really into outreach, and it's something that I've shown a lot of interest in, and like I'm in the student organization for my program, so I do a lot of outreach. And so I like just finished the application, which was like writing 3 essays and just filling out some paperwork and stuff. But I'm excited.
Hatred for the police. Okay, you know what I just realized? Liberals hate the police, but apparently they hate Kaitlin Bennett more.
That's tough. Do I hate the police or Kaitlin Bennett more? How do I put this?
Ooh.
Police at least can have a function, theoretically. Kaitlin Bennett, I don't think is good for anything. So do I hate Kaitlin Bennett more than the police? The police are more capable of harm, but Kaitlin Bennett has less theoretical utility. So that's a difficult question.
This is why I have security, guys. This is why it's so important to support my work. Patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett. Go there, support my work so I can keep these guys with me. I'm not going anywhere without them anymore. Your support lets me have them by my side. I just want to point out, Kaitlin Bennett has gotten these people to exercise a little bit more than Michelle Obama. Good going. Just be a conservative.
Imagine in 2020, while being run out of town for being a fascist, you try and take a shot at Michelle Obama's Get Fit program. What an edgy and relevant joke, Kaitlin.
They're gonna lose so much weight. They're welcome.
Ask Compu with a bit. What did I miss? Did you watch the thing I sent days ago that you bookmarked? I don't remember what it was. Was it the Arthur thing? Because I do still have it.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
So I'm just gonna keep walking in a circle.
Go home, Kaitlin.
This doesn't give you any value, though. I mean,
Go home, Kaitlin.
Oh no, it does give me value. The fact that they're doing this.
I didn't ask you to before. What did you forget?
Earlier, and then I turned it off because I was cleaning.
Oh, well, I could have turned it on. I just didn't want it on earlier. It was the black conservatives thing. Was that about the Arthur thing? It was a black conservative looking at the Black Lives Matter Arthur thing. Hold on. Was it this? Arthur cartoon goes full woke and Black Lives Matter?
How long do you plan to walk?
Until they stop. I will not be forced off of a campus because people are crazy.
I will not be forced off of a campus, she says, while being forced off of a campus. It was not about Arthur, then no, I don't have it.
You know,
But hey, can we get in front? They're starting to surround us even more. I don't want to talk to that police officer anymore either.
I don't want to talk to the cops. Caitlin, that's not how that works. Aren't you the person who again says like, all you need to do is comply and don't worry about it? Why don't you just comply with the police, Caitlin? Huh? Why don't you take your own advice? Where did it go?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
What do you think about this?
I think this is utter bullshit, in my opinion. Excuse my French, but what you're doing is you're promoting the president. There's nothing wrong with promoting the president.
That would entirely depend upon the president, wouldn't it?
The president is not a racist individual.
Well, that didn't take very long to come crumbling down, did it?
He's done more for the black community than Obama did in 8 years.
The statistic conservatives will use to back that up is black unemployment is before COVID, the asterisk is of course before COVID, was the lowest it had ever been. What they don't mention is that it continued to lower after Obama, but by less. Under Obama, it dropped like 5-something%, and then under Trump, it has dropped 0.5%. So it continued a trend, a downward trend, but lessened under Trump. So actually things got worse for black unemployment in terms of reducing it. But they're like, but it's lower, so Trump did more. No, he didn't do more. He's benefiting off the things Obama already did and then slowed it down, but it's still going negative, and then you're claiming victory. The outright lies are absolutely bananas.
My family is immigrants. I'm Cuban. My family came here from Cuba. They grinded, they worked their asses off to achieve the American dream. The people that are coming here from Mexico, from Cuba, they're not doing that. They don't have...
Imagine being the child of immigrants and still being a shitbag that's like, well, we got in, but all these other immigrants, they're bad. God. The lack of self-awareness is just so sad.
I have the same work ethic that my parents had. And on top of all that, these chants, they just don't make sense.
Sorry, no.
They're the ones being the real fascists right now. They want to block your free speech.
Let's run up here and get away from them.
Okay, let's go.
Come with me.
Caitlin, do you want a map with all the bathrooms on campus?
We just got very
Like, how would the editor not catch that and remove that? Someone just said, hey, Caitlin, do you want a map of all the bathrooms on campus? Like, there is no reason to include that if the editor of these videos doesn't understand how bad Caitlin is and they're trying to make her look bad. Like, that's a perfect comedy edit. They literally let in that comment and then cut right after. At Colston of 20 Bits, a lot of Cuban immigrants were rich folk who got kicked out by Castro for being shit bags. I have no idea anything about it, so I can't comment on that. Logarth with a bit, the editor is the real hero of this whole situation. It really seems like they are.
Interrupted because they will not let you, a brown person, talk to me.
They're the same people that come up to me and tell me that I'm not actually brown, that I'm not actually Hispanic for supporting Trump. And it's honestly kind of childish because at the same time, they're the ones promoting anti-fascism,
Oh no, anti-fascism! Oh God, these people. I'm so glad they're outnumbered.
You know, being a bully and all that, but they're the ones that want to silence me. They're the ones that want to silence the president, and it just doesn't make sense.
I am not leaving this campus. I will not be controlled by the mob. People do not get to tell me what to do. I am not a brainwashed little sheep that does what the Democrats want me to do.
I'm a brainwashed sheep that does what the president tells me to do.
Alright, what do you think about this?
I think that they got a severe case of TDS.
I think they have KDS. Kaitlin Derangement Syndrome.
They're claiming you're racist. I'm Filipino. Clearly you only...
This implies that only white people can be racist, which isn't the case. What do they not get about this?
Called to interview because I said, hey, I like...
Heck, what's his name? Jesse Lee Peterson, right? Jesse Lee Peterson is a horrible racist. He also happens to be a black guy, right? He says things like, I quote, "I'm black, so I'm slow." Like, you can be a minority and be racist. What do people not understand about this?
Thank you. I'm not here to, like, rally against you.
I know. If they would just be respectful, we could talk.
Yeah.
Do you think we should do a pro-Trump rally on this campus?
I'm sure that would go really well. Good luck, Kaitlin. You couldn't even just hang out by yourself without getting ran out of town, much less try and hold a rally.
If they don't chase us out.
Yeah. When you look at this happening on your campus, what goes through your mind?
Liberal indoctrination.
Who indoctrinated them? Snapchat, Twitter?
Yes, I know. When I'm going through Snapchat and putting on lady filters to help with my dysphoria, it's just inundated with the liberal media. What?
The media?
Professors.
Your professors? Think so?
I know one that cried after Trump was elected in class.
This is pathetic. You're brave for standing up.
Yeah, because Trump hurts a lot of people and has hurt a lot of people. Oh, did we make you cry for hurting you, liberal? Yeah. Yeah. Imagine being smug about making someone cry.
We had a class at my undergraduate university called Plants and People, and it was the most amazing class ever, and we had an amazing professor. She was so sweet and taught us so much. And the day after Trump was elected, we all went to class and all of us were crying. It was like a class of like 25 people, maybe less than that. And she sat down and was like, you know, this is going to affect a lot of you more than it will affect me. And I'm so upset for you and I'm so sorry for all of you because, like, she's like, I'm an old white lady, like, his policies aren't going to affect me as much as it might affect some of my classmates and stuff. And she was like, I think that we all need to show each other some love, and had like the whole class, if we wanted to, get up and give each other like a huge group hug. So like, literally fuck off.
Yeah. If we're just even talking about COVID, almost 200,000 people have died because of Donald Trump's inaction. Worse than inaction. At the beginning, he's like, this is a Democrat hoax. Like, if you're not crying over the fact that, like, the Trump administration has the blood of tens of thousands of people on their hands, you're fucked up.
Up here with me.
Thank you.
And you got some guts.
My friend Lindsay's looking for you.
Around me. Go around me. Go around me.
We're up to 192,000 deaths, by the way.
He's trying to go.
Kudos to this, like, small woman who's standing up to the bodyguards and being like, fuck with me, do it.
You're getting in my way.
You're pushing me every single time. Don't you see go all the way when you see a port, you walk right into it.
Thrash Mia with 20 bits. On the point of non-white people being racist, Akai Gurley was shot by Asian cops and the Asian community protested in favor of the cops. Ugh.
Nice.
She's a white woman yelling at a Mexican. I think she's racist.
Yeah, why are you being racist?
People on the right will do this thing where they'll act like anyone disagreeing with anyone who's a minority is tantamount to racism because they don't, well, I want to say they don't understand what racism actually is, but, like, they do. It's like they think people are stupid enough to be like, yeah, that's what racism is, and not, you know, actual racism. Like thinking that certain races are better than others, or that certain races deserve certain rights, or that there's certain qualities intrinsic to certain races. Any of these things, like, that's not the same as me just disagreeing with someone who happens to be a minority. My God.
They racist?
I'm Colombian. Are you stupid?
Are you being racist? Are you racist? I'd rather myself than be racist.
She just said she was Colombian, Kaitlin, and you literally used the argument like 10 minutes ago that like this person's like, oh, well, I'm Cuban, so I can't be racist. So why doesn't that apply here? Is it because you're incredibly disingenuous and don't actually care if anyone's racist? What a shock.
I'd rather myself than be a racist. I would never treat a Mexican like that. You're disgusting.
Doubt?
Funny thing is, I wouldn't even pronounce that to these Mexicans. I didn't even notice. Because I don't look
You're a
at people
racist.
by their race.
You're a
Didn't even
racist.
notice.
You're a racist.
I'm racist.
Get out of here, racist. Racist, go home. Racist, go home.
You're telling me to go because I'm racist? Please.
Honestly, Kaitlin deserves to get punched in the face so bad. So bad. At least a milkshake. I really wish one of these people had a milkshake. That would have been nice.
Someone who's fucking racist!
You're treating a Mexican like shit.
You told me I'm treating a Hispanic minority like shit. I am a Hispanic minority!
Kaitlin, once again, inciting a riot. Good job, Kaitlin. Cherry Tree Boy with 10 bits. Oh my god, the dudes say after she was Colombian that she's clearly white. Gross. Yep. As Compu, no, she's right. She would treat a Mexican much worse than that. She'd put a Mexican in a cage. Yep.
I got you. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Give me that. I'm gonna take you to a safe spot.
Oh my god, she looks so scared. Good. I want Kaitlin to have that look in her eye every time she goes outside for the rest of her life. That's goals.
Should we go inside a building?
Sean, secure that building.
And they have guns. Kaitlin owns a gun. I don't know if she's carrying it on her. Her guards definitely do, though.
Secure that building right there. Get out.
Back him up, back him up.
You got someone who's trying to ask you a question. A black woman trying to ask you a question.
Even people in the restaurant are like, hey, fuck you.
Hey, I'm gonna have an asthma attack. Put on. Please move.
I want every fascist to feel as scared about being open about their fascism as Kaitlin is in this video. That's like country goals right there. Logarth with a bit. Is this the point she gets arrested? She doesn't get arrested in this video. She just runs away.
Get away!
Are we going in here?
This is safe room. Can I use your safe room? I show you my
Do not open. Don't open it.
Thank you for letting us. I'm calling the vehicle that's coming to pick her up.
He is assaulting a student! They're assaulting students!
I want this to be the reception Kaitlin gets at every college she goes to for the rest of her life.
Back of this restaurant in the workspace, we had to go in here. I am being mobbed. Please leave me alone.
No, she's good. She let us. Thank you for letting us.
Please, I appreciate it, but please leave me alone. So they
She's so scared.
Are getting violent with my husband. Where's Justin?
He's out there.
I'm sure they got him. Anyway, I am back here because they are...
That's a weird moment. Where's my husband? Oh, he's out there. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Doesn't sound like you like your husband very much if you're scared for yourself but not for him, but okay.
Literally trying to fight me. And the police are nowhere to be found. If they would have controlled this, instead of blaming it on me, guess what? They want to be
It's your fault, Kaitlin. It's your fault.
doing this. If police in our country was actually doing something to stop these people from acting like this wouldn't be happening. But because we have police here that do not do their job, I don't care if they're the conservatives, police, I don't care what they are. Do your freaking job. Trying to get me.
Kaitlin, do you think that 5 cops, and it looked like that was the most I saw, it was like 4 or 5 cops at once, are going to be able to subdue a crowd of 200 people? And if they start attacking the crowd, how do you think that's going to go for you and the cops? Like, how stupid are you that you think that would go well for you? The cops are doing you a favor by being like, we're not going to escalate this, you need to leave. Because it would go so much worse for you if they did. Ask Compu with a bit. Maybe she's secretly lesbian. I don't know about that.
Me to leave? Look, I walked around campus and this is what they do. I try to leave and this is what they do. Police need to do their job in this country. For the last 100 days, if the police would have done their job in this country, they wouldn't think that they could get away with this.
Kaitlin, all they're doing is yelling at you and following you around. They didn't destroy any property. They didn't hurt you. You're just mad. You're just mad they're using their free speech to tell you, fuck off. That's all it is. It's not they're not destroying anything. They're not setting things on fire. They just are yelling at you to leave, which is their right. As Compu with a bit. Oh boy, taking her mask off in a restaurant kitchen. Oh god, she is. I wasn't even thinking about it.
But they are getting away with it. President Donald Trump, defund this school. They want to talk.
I'm a free speech absolutist until people call me names and tell me to leave.
Talk about defunding the police, defund public education, defund public universities, take the funding away from these people. We know they don't have jobs. We know they don't.
Pretty sure state colleges are mostly funded by, you guessed it, the state.
Don't have jobs to pay for it on their own. They're using my tax dollars to come in here and try to fight me. Defund these schools. And while you're at it, defund this campus police as well.
We did it! We did it, folks! Kaitlin Bennett says defund the police.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
If we had an irony meter that was like an old-timey thermometer with mercury in it, it would have burst out of the top at this moment. Well, now the cops aren't doing what I want, so now yes, defund the police. This is the best video we've ever watched on this, hands down. This is the greatest video on Chud Watch. If we had a Chud Watch Hall of Fame, this would be the first entrant. This is amazing.
This is where I come, make sure she's good, and I don't want to cross no bad blood with you guys.
Bits for this video. Thank you.
Let's finish off on a good note. Let's take her home, yeah. So, that's an exit, but I'm going to wait for the vehicle to pull up.
Snowflake Kaitlin.
That's not an exit, huh? We can go out that way, yeah. Not this door here, but we have to go around this way.
Yeah, is this still my fault?
No.
No, this isn't my fault.
No, it's okay.
We're not letting anybody in the building, okay? So we're going to take you out this way.
Good.
Yeah, right in the faces.
Let me show you. Okay. You got her anything?
Yep, I got her.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to harm with them. Let's go.
It's my channel. I can literally make a Hall of Fame. I could, couldn't I? Hold on. Let me figure this out. What do I want to do? After this video, we'll figure out how to make a little Hall of Fame.
I got the door. Get in the car.
This is on a level of 1 to 10 of how ridiculous this is. I'm at a 20. This is, I know I keep telling you guys, honestly.
CUNJ Neptune Man. Irony, Ben Shapiro and Kaitlin Bennett are funnier than Steven Crowder, a professional comedian.
JR exceeded my expectations. I'm incredibly thankful to him. I am taking him everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, JR is going to be there. And I need you guys to support my work at patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett to keep him coming with me. He's a good guy. His business, Rat Pack, Worldwide Security, they're going to be worldwide. Because conservatives need people like JR with them at all times. And that's sad that
If your opinions are so abhorrent that you're being attacked everywhere you go to the extent that you need bodyguards, have you considered you're the problem? Like, again, it said something along the lines of, if you smell shit, you know, everywhere you're going all day, maybe check the bottom of your own shoes. In this case, probably Kaitlin, check your pants. If everywhere you go, you're being harassed and attacked by people screaming that you're awful, might be your fault.
I even have to freaking say that. It's sad. It's sad that I have to have him here. But he did his freaking job. He got me to safety. He coordinated with everybody. Just huge shout out, JR. I am so thankful you're here. Shout out to Rat Pack. Honestly, guys. Now I'm going from upset to pleased and happy and just grateful because of him and his team. And shout out to everybody, man. You know, the only way I can keep doing this with him out here, because I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. The election's coming up. These people are not going to get to me. Patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett. Thank you to everybody.
I'll make a special playlist that's Chud Watch Hall of Fame, and this will be the first one. But I also want almost like a visual, right? Hold on. There's this. Delete. Delete. Can I get some text, and then I'll put, hold on, text. And a new source. Use Google font. I don't know what font to use. Let me pick this out. Chud Watch Hall of Fame. Let me see the different fonts. Sure, that'll do. Is there a border? Can I put a border on this? Okay, let's just do that, and then we'll make this bigger. Chud Watch Hall of Fame. And then I'll just put, I'll just take a snip of this, and then we'll put it in there. Snip. File, save as, downloads. What? I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, I'll fix it in a sec. Sorry, this part's boring, but I really, really want to get this in here so I can have this from now on. Where media source, add source, new media source, add source, browse, downloads. Why didn't it show up? Hold on. Downloads. It should just be on there. What the frickin'? Does it have to be a different, like, media type? That's annoying. Give me a sec. Could I just do... No, media... Image. There we go. And source. Browse. There we go. The first entrant to the Chud Watch Hall of Fame. I'll have to adjust sizes as we go, but there we go. And let me do a text so I know what it is, and then it will be good. Kaitlin run out of town, the first entrant into the Chud Watch Hall of Fame. It should be a close-up of her scared face. I'll see if I can find a better image for it, sure. Probably near the end, when she's like in the restaurant. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, that's pretty good too. There we go, that's the one. Okay, let me just change the image. There we go, that's better. Chud Watch Hall of Fame Entrant 1, Kaitlin run out of town. Fantastic. Now I need to make sure I don't overdo it on, like, what gets put in the Chud Watch Hall of Fame, you know? Like, I can't overdo it and be like, oh, every video I laugh at's in the Chud Watch Hall of Fame. It's gotta be up there. It's gotta be, like, amazing. Honestly, like, maybe, like, if we had this when Ben Shapiro had done the WAP reading, that probably would have also been, but I'm not gonna retroactively try and decide what videos deserve to be in the Chud Watch Hall of Fame. This is moving forward, okay? This is moving forward. Should we vote on it? Maybe. Maybe only one a month. That would, like, limit me, and then we can vote on which one wins for the month. That'd be pretty good. Anyway. Oh, let me actually name that Hall of Fame. Hold on. Rename. Chud Watch Hall of Fame. Cool. Now that scene's just there if we ever need it. Live. Back to the normal one. Okay. That was a good one. Thanks for enjoying that with me, everyone.